So, what story are you telling yourself about your abilities? When I first started coaching, I would constantly tell myself that I wasn't good enough. I wasn't worthy. I wasn't experienced enough to coach anybody else. I had so much doubt in my skills and abilities. But eventually, I took a moment to really assess what I was bringing to the table, what made me qualified, what made me skilled. And when I did that activity, wrote down all my skills and my abilities and what I was bringing to the table, all my accomplishments, I came to the point of realization that I was really feeding negative self-talk. Negative self-talk could be so debilitating. It cripples you from even coming to a place of acceptance of your own accomplishments. I had to learn to reframe my negative self-talk, all the negative things that I would tell myself about why I wasn't worthy and why I wasn't good enough. And today I want to share with you how you could go about reframing that negative self-talk. So the first thing is to write down a single self-doubt thought that you have about yourself. Think long and hard about what you constantly tell yourself that is keeping you back. Write it down, make it plain. When you have thought seriously about it and you identify what that self-doubt thought is, the next thing I want you to do is to counter it with evidence. Counter it with evidence of your accomplishments. So that self-doubt thought that you wrote down, next step is to list all of the evidence of your accomplishments against that thought. So for example, you might be telling yourself that you're not qualified to speak on a particular subject matter or to offer a particular service as a business. Begin now to list out all the accomplishments or all the evidence that you have that positions you to speak about that subject matter or to offer that service as a business. So maybe you have qualifications and certifications. Maybe you have industry experience. Maybe you would have helped somebody to achieve a certain milestone and you have it documented. Get testimonials, get references from previous encounters with people who you have helped in the particular field. All of that is evidence of your skills. So whatever industry certifications you may have, qualifications in your particular profession or field, list all of them against that self-doubt thought. And when you have listed them and so convinced yourself that you're worthy, the next thing that you can do is to begin to repeat positive affirmations daily. Well, all this useful for entrepreneurship, you might be asking. As an entrepreneur, you will struggle with self-doubt and with negative self-talk. And there's no easy way, no easier way to overcome that than by reassuring yourself. It goes to say that if you're afflicted with negative self-talk, then the only thing that will solve that is positive self-talk. So creating affirmations about positive things about your skills and your experience and your accomplishments and repeating that daily to yourself is the sure antidote to eliminating negative self-talk within yourself. An affirmation could be just a mantra, a one-liner, something short, something that you repeat so much time that you convince yourself that it is true. And you repeat it every day, habitually. Take it up where you can see it daily. Make it plain so that you don't have any ambiguity. It's a clear statement that is meant to soothe your conscience, boost your confidence, increase your self-belief, and ultimately to reframe that negative self-thought. Your mindset shape your entrepreneurial journey, and no bigger factor, not the amount of capital you have to start, not the best laid out business plan, not the most desired product or services, not the best team of people around you, nothing shapes your entrepreneurial journey more than your mindset, your entrepreneurial mindset. And I believe strongly that mindsets can be developed. People say, well, I don't think I was born to be an entrepreneur. Rubbish. I believe that everybody has the potential to be an entrepreneur. But it begins with a renewing of your mind, a reframing of your mindset. In my experience coaching, I have had clients who have no belief whatsoever that they could be successful. They've started businesses based on hobbies or based on trends, and after those things fade, passion fades and trends fade, they struggle in their business. And when you explore deeper, you realize that a huge part of their struggle has to do with their mindset, negative self-talk, how they communicate with themselves, with their inner selves, what are meant to believe, what they grew up believing, the examples they have seen set from their parents, and the belief that they are not meant to be wealthy, or they're not meant to be successful, or they're not meant to aspire. So they've filled their minds with so much negative self-talk that self-doubt has overcome them. And a huge part of what I do as a business coach, coaching professionals and employees aspiring to become entrepreneurs, is that we focus on the mindset. Because without the entrepreneurial mindset, without reframing your mindset, without reframing negative self-talk, you are not going to overcome self-doubt, which keeps you back from becoming a successful entrepreneur. So if you take anything away from today's episode of Coaching in the Car, I want you to take away this. Identify single self-doubt thought about yourself that you find yourself talking negatively. And when you identify that self-doubt thought, I want you to list out all the evidence that counters that negative self-talk. List out all your accomplishments. List out what makes you the right person to talk about this or to offer this product or service. And when you have listed out all your evidence, I want you to now craft an affirmation or affirmations that you repeat to yourself daily, and that you repeat it until you're convinced that you are the right person to do what you're setting out to do. Doing this will strengthen your entrepreneurial mindset, and it will surely reframe the way you talk to yourself. I want to thank you for joining me on this episode of Coaching in the Car. Remember, if you found this video useful, like and share. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. There are several ways you can get to me: via social media, through my newsletter, Becoming an Entrepreneur, and through my new book, which is available online. All the links are in the description below, and I look forward to talking with you again on another episode of Coaching in the Car. See you next time. Peace.